Story, story, tell me a story. Story, story, what can it be? Red thread, spin it well, turn it tight about the wheel, kick the wheel to make it spin, then our story can begin. Mouse scurries here and there and all about. Her bright eyes see everything inside and out. She looks up, looks down, from mountain to house. She watches, she learns, this inquisitive mouse. She knows everyone, what they do and who they meet. She follows them all with her tiny feet. And what does she do with the things she finds out? She takes them home and weaves them into stories. They are her children. She gives them space to grow. She listens to them, nurtures them. She tells them what she knows. She gives them colours, sunshine yellow, dusty pink, duck egg blue and red vermilion. Her children live in her rainbow-coloured house for many years, safe and warm. Until one day, sheep comes running. Leopard is after her. She trips and knocks into the old cracked door. The door is open. It cannot be closed. The stories spill out and run far and wide. Mouse can't catch them. Maybe you can. Red thread, spin it well, turn it tight about the wheel, kick the wheel to make it spin, then our story can begin. Do you like my tent? It's a great place to tell stories, and I've got one for you today that comes from Canada. Maybe you can learn it with me. All you need are your 2 hands. It's called the Teeny Tiny Man. Here's a teeny tiny man in his teeny tiny house. And here's a teeny tiny man in his teeny tiny house. And they play all day at hide and seek. Sometimes this teeny tiny man from his window peeps. If the coast is clear, he quietly creeps out the front door. He comes out so slow, looks up, looks down, looks high, looks low, then back into his house he goes. Sometimes this man from his window peeps. If no one is coming, he quietly creeps out of the front door. He comes out so slow, looks up, looks down, looks high, looks low, then back into his house he goes. Sometimes the teeny tiny men forget to peep. Out of their doors they quietly creep. They come out so slow. Look up, look down, look high, look low. See each other and wave hello. Then back into their houses they go. Red thread, spin it well, turn it tight about the wheel, kick the wheel to make it spin, then our story can begin. A wolf was running away from some big dogs. They were playing a game of catch, and the wolf was running very fast. Can you run like me? He was running, and he was running, and he was looking, and he was looking, and he was trying to find somewhere to hide. He ran over the streams, he ran through the woods, he kept running, and he kept running. He ran up the hill, and soon he saw a cave, and he dived right in. The big dogs couldn't follow the wolf into the cave, and he felt very pleased with himself. After a while, he started to talk to himself. Oh, first he talked to his eyes. Eyes, you're very clever. Well done, you've done a very good job. What have you done to help me today? And his eyes said, well, we looked and we looked and we looked, and soon we saw where you could hide from those big dogs. Oh, yes, you did. Well done, eyes. Can you say well done to your eyes? Well done, eyes. Oh. And then the wolf said, nose. Oh, you have been very good to me too, haven't you? You've done a very good job. And his nose said, oh, yes, yes. I have smelt those dogs coming. I smelt them, and I made sure that you got away from them. Oh, yes, you did. Well done, nose. And then the wolf turned to his ears. Can you show me your ears? That's it. And he said, oh, ears, you've done a very good job today, haven't you? And his ears said, yes, we've done a very good job today. We heard those dogs, and we made sure that we got away from them as quickly as possible. Oh, yes, you did. Well done. Good ears, good ears. And then the wolf said to his feet, oh, feet, you've done a good job today, haven't you? Can you tap your feet for me? Yes, that's it. You've done a very good job for me today, haven't you? And his feet said, yes, we ran, and we ran as fast as we could. We've done a very good job for you. Oh, yes, you have. Good feet. Can you tap your feet? Well done. Good feet. And then the wolf turned to his tail. And he said to his tail, what have you done for me today? Useless thing, just flapping around. His tail didn't like being talked to like that at all. And his tail said, well, actually, I've been waving at those dogs and asking them to come closer. I've been going, la 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 looby, you can't catch me. Oh, you awful thing, said the wolf. I think you should just leave the cave right now. Leave us alone. Get out of here. And the wolf put his tail outside the cave where those big dogs were waiting. Those big dogs grabbed hold of the tail and pulled him away. There was once a monk, and he had given away everything that he owned. Everything except for a tiny tinkling bell. Oh, he loved that bell. He loved the sound of it. He loved playing it. And he loved dancing to its sound. But one day a man came to see him and asked if he could borrow the bell. The monk said, "Of course, your need is greater than mine." And the man took the bell away. After a little while, the monk began to feel a bit sad, because he really missed that bell. So he asked his brother to go and see if he could get the bell back for him. His brother went to the door of the man and looked in and saw the man dancing to the sound of the bell. Well, he looked like he was having so much fun that the brother decided to just join in. After a while, the monk wondered what had happened to his brother, so he sent his sister to go and ask for the bell back. When his sister got to the house of the man, she saw the brother and the man dancing to the sound of the bell. Now they looked like they were having so much fun that she just joined in with them. Can you join in too? After a little while, the monk wondered what had happened to his sister, so he sent his auntie to go and ask for the bell back. Now when his auntie got to the house, she saw the sister and the brother and the man all having a lovely time dancing to the sound of the bell. Well, they looked like they were having so much fun that the auntie just joined in with them. After a little while, the monk wondered what had happened to his auntie and his brother and his sister, and whether he was ever going to get that bell back. So he sent his uncle to go and ask. When his uncle got there, he saw the auntie and the brother and the sister and the man all having so much fun dancing to the sound of the bell that he joined in with them. After a little while, the monk wondered what on earth had happened to his uncle and his auntie and his brother and his sister and the man. So he just went and tried to get it back himself. Now when he got to the man's house, he saw his auntie and his uncle and his brother and his sister and the man all dancing and having such a lovely time. That he decided that the only thing to do was to join in with them. And you know, I think they're still dancing even now. There was once a shepherd who had been working all day up on the hill, and it had been raining and raining, and the shepherd felt very tired and cold, and all he wanted to do was to get all his sheep down to their beds, and for him to get into his bed too. So he took all of the sheep down the hill to the river. But when they got there, they found that the river was all swollen up with water. They couldn't cross where they usually did. So the shepherd had to take them to the bridge. Now the bridge was very narrow, and the shepherd could only take one sheep across at a time. So he took the first sheep across the bridge. Then he took the second sheep across the bridge. Then he took the third sheep across the bridge. Then he took the fourth sheep across the bridge. Then he took the fifth sheep across the bridge. Then he took the sixth sheep across the bridge. Then he took the seventh sheep across the bridge. I'm afraid we're going to have to wait till he's got all the sheep across the bridge, and then I can carry on with the story. Well, I'm afraid it took so long for the poor shepherd to get all those sheep across the bridge that by the time they were all across to the other side, it was morning again. So the poor shepherd had to take his sheep back across the bridge. He took the first sheep across the bridge. Then he took the second sheep across the bridge. Then he took the third sheep across the bridge. Then he took the fourth sheep across the bridge. Then he took the fifth sheep across the bridge. Then he took the sixth sheep across the bridge. I hope you've enjoyed these stories from all around the world. If you've got any stories you'd like to tell, we'd love to hear them. And if you've made a tent, we'd love to see that too. So see you all very soon. Bye-bye. Story, story, tell me a story. Story, story, what can it be? Red thread, spin it well.